What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Gladius, where we, the Ultra Brothers, are standing against the Necron hordes. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let's continue this. This is a pretty intense game, and I'm interested to see how it plays out. Normally, I was expecting to not really make contact with the enemy until, like, turn 3. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be a little while. Continue firing on them, and continue firing on them. We need them neutralized about as soon as space mariningly possible. These guys are down here, but they're a little bit chipped right now. They're not looking great. I think if we end their turn on the city, they'll heal a little bit, which will be nice. I think they're just rediverting their attack as of right now. Do not execute the orders. No, do not do that. Skip all these, let them heal. We will order the city over here. We're going to have some bikers up soon. We're going to have a captain up really soon, and that should help out by quite a lot. Yeah, y'all don't want to mess around anymore, huh? You don't want to play the game. Downshot of all this is that they heal a lot faster than we do, so I think I am going to have to redivert resources over to this side in order to fight, but I don't want to lose this 3rd Marine unit down here. Really, we just got to hold out until we have more unit production. Then we'll be okay. Fortress is looking a little scuffed. So we've got another bike deployed. We can pull these guys up and in right here, but they're going to run. Deploy another fortress. This is costing us a fortune in influence, by the way. Just holding off the Necrons. This is not really where I wanted to spend my influence right now at all. Not even a little bit did I want to spend my influence on this, but kind of is what it is, I guess. Oh, there's more enemies. Okay, open fire on them. If you got an open shot, I suggest you take it. I would prefer to keep them combat non-effective as fast as possible. Those Gauss rifles that they're shooting with are disgusting and they hurt like hell. So if we can kind of like OTK these guys, I would rather do it that way. The plus side is these Space Marines are going to level up really, really fast. And these are like basic level 1 units that they're throwing at our Ultra Brothers. And so anyways, it's a good idea for us to contest them when and where we can. Our city, we've still got scout bikers up and running. Our requisition's looking pretty good. Research is ready to go. I would suggest that we push land speeders because I didn't know we were going to be fighting Necrons. And so since we're fighting Necrons, land speeders are going to be able to chase these guys over the ocean if they need to. Yeah, you better run, Haas. You better run. Please understand, I'm about to eliminate you. Back to full health already. What a disgusting enemy. Absolutely revolting. Alright, pull up on them. Last cannon's away. If we can get rid of these guys, we're going to be in really, really good shape. So I suggest we do. Perfect. I think they do have resurrection protocols or something like that. I don't remember exactly how it works, but I think they can resurrect or something like that sometimes too. So we will want to be on our guard. Everybody fall back to the positions you were in previously. That seemed like it forces the enemy to move right there, and then we can push up on them hella hard, and then we're okay. I don't mind not having the relic for right now, if it gives us a dominant position. We haven't really been building on our city at all. What are we looking at right now? We could definitely use the Assimilarium. This guy needs to level up, by the way. I haven't given him any abilities. So he's got Deeds of Glory. Every time he gets XP, you get free influence. It's really nice to have. Healing Surge can be really good, though, for healing yourself. Really, all 3 of his abilities are really, really good. I recommend all 3 of them. We'll start out with Deeds of Glory. Inside the city, kind of running out of building space, too. Not good. Let's see what we can capture after all of this. Oh my god, that's such a good spot, but it's so hard to defend. It's a really good spot right there because it gives us production bonus, and production bonus is the good stuff. I'm just going to keep this moving. We're not really building anything right now, so I just want it to capture territory for me. Ah, it looks like they finally fell back, little turds. All right, good. And you guys go hang out inside the fortresses for now. I may actually bring the sergeant down here. I'm sorry, the captain down here. I don't know. Kind of not sure what I want to do with the captain. We'll bring this guy back down here, though, just as backup. This choke point's going to be really difficult to fight at. It's going to turn into a meat grinder. I can tell already. And the side that holds the meat grinder is the one that's going to get the most ultra levels. That's really what it comes down to, is whoever levels up and defeats the enemy on the first wave or two is going to be the one that, like, holds that area. All right, our captain's in position. Now, we've got another scout biker coming on in. Don't know if we need another scout biker. Might be a good idea to get a couple assault marines, possibly. Frankly, I'm not super sure if we can afford the resource drain right now. I'm going to wait a turn or two and just kind of see what the Necrons do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait a second and just kind of see what they do. In the meantime, we've got scout bikers over here. We can start looking into this area up here and just kind of seeing what's around. I don't want to waste too much time being idle, if we can help it. What I'm really going to hate is if the Necrons fall back and they don't attack these towers ever again. Then it's just like I've got a fat resource drain over here that really I don't have a whole lot of ways to capitalize on. Let's capture you real fast. And then you guys come down here. If we have to pull like a leapfrog maneuver or anything, I'd like to have you. Good. We've captured another little section of city. Very nice. That'll raise our production up right there for another 10%. Very good. Very, very good. All right. So we're going to capture one more piece of land. And then I do think an assimilarium is a good idea after we get that done. I'm going to keep my troop stacks where they are for right now. Move the captain forward. We'll kind of scout this area. Kind of keep an eye on it. Looks like there's going to be another relic out this way. The Necrons come back. We'll obviously juke out and come back down here. But with the two towers next to each other, they're kind of attacking a prickly location right there that's just going to end up kind of being attrition for them. Oh, the Tyranids are here too. Apparently the Tyranids are fighting with the enslavers right now. Okay. I'm not against it. Continue pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Continue pushing forward. Oh, there's more Necrons that way. Gross. Even more Necrons in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We're shooting at woods in the neighborhood. Oh, would you be mine? We can kind of push forward, but honestly, we're in a bit of a situation right now. We are surrounded by hostiles, like, on all sides, which is really kind of bad. I may have gotten a little overly aggressive. We may want to fall back. Like, there's a lot going on up here, and it worries me. Yeah, let's pull back. I don't think there's anything here that I particularly want. And I've got a feeling those other Necrons are going to come back pretty soon. So we've got Necrons over here somewhere. We've got Tyranids like over here somewhere. We've got Necrons over here somewhere. So yeah, there's a lot of enemies that potentially need to be dealt with about as soon as possible. I want to push forward, but man, I don't want to run into that Necron base over here and kick off a gnarly war. All right, so inside of our city, we're going to have our Assimilarium up pretty soon. Our economy's looking really, really strong right now. Our ultra economy. It's looking okay. I'm not against what we have going on at the moment, so I can live with it. Production-wise, we can probably get away with another armory right here. Yeah, I'm just going to let them have that. Every now and again, we may juke into this little area to knock out the enemy. But for now, kind of risky business. I think with the Necrons, we're really going to have to capitalize on our ability to field anti-tank units. It seems like they've got a pretty strong chin on them. When we're unloosing bolter fire on them, our righteousness hasn't been mattering as much as I was hoping it would matter. You pull back so they can't attack you. Those are gunmen right there, and I'd rather not take any attrition right now. God, how I wish I could move both of my towers from there to here and here. It would make this simpler. I deployed far more towers than I wanted to in the early game, which has sort of put me in a rough spot. With our research, I would suggest maybe we get Kraken bolts as soon as possible. It seems like the Necrons have pretty good armor, and being able to punch through that with Kraken bolts, we're going to have AP2 on all of our units instead of AP1. Anybody that's rocking a bolter is going to deal quite a bit more damage if we do it that way. Push forward. I think they have infiltrate, don't they? Prevents the unit from being the target of Overwatch attacks. Yeah. Push up on them real quick. Get them with some of that good old-fashioned hit and run bang bang. The real question is, do I continue pushing forward with these guys? That's really the question of the day, I think. I'm not trying to fight on two fronts, so really what I would suggest doing is pulling all these guys back down to the south and making a hard push into Necron territory down here in the hopes that maybe we can knock somebody off the map early and incorporate their territory so that we can then spin around and take out whoever's over here. Once we've got this entire area unified, because this is very defensible, then we could reroute north and kind of pick off whoever's the weakest between the Necrons and everybody else. Sort of what I'm leaning towards. Move you up to there. Let's go ahead and inflict some casualties. Very nice. Not trying to start anything with the Necrons right now, so hopefully they don't care that I'm over here. Just kind of farming XP. He's leveled up, which is great, because that means I can give him Healing Surge now. It's either that or I can give him Power Strike. Let's give him Power Strike. Power Strike's not a bad choice. What is that, another Relic of Vol? Ugh. Yeah, let's advance and take it. I know I'm going to regret this, but we'll advance and take it. Next turn, we have our influencer area up, so we're going to have like some Space Marine live streams rocking so that people can get down with the cause. Pull you guys down to here. Pull you guys down to here so that if any damage comes along, it's on the captain and not anybody else, because the captains are actually pretty well undamageable. Like, really, an Orc Warboss is the only thing that's going to be able to deal serious damage to a Space Marine captain. Okay, well, we appear to... I really, really wish I could collapse these down here. I wish there was an option to destroy these. Even if it took 4 or 5 turns, I would definitely destroy both of these and then move both towers up to either side of this building right here, because then we'd have a much stronger defensive position. Like, I kind of deployed in haste because I didn't know. And so, if we could bulldoze this area, that would be great. Bulldoze this area would be great. and then move it forward. It's also becoming very, very costly in terms of what we can afford. I don't know why he would use Hammer of Wrath right there. An interesting choice, Cotton. An interesting choice. Now that our influence is back up and generating, our economy's looking a little stronger. Electricity's going to be an issue with time, but that's something that's kind of easy to fix, and so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Alright, well, I mean, we know that we're not being attacked by anything right now, so maybe that was one just expeditionary push on the part of the Necrons. They'll definitely come back later, but we effectively knocked Red out of the game with that. They lost 3 or 4 units. I don't know how fast Necrons produce units in this game because I haven't had time to fiddle with them too much, but I can tell you losing 4 or 5 units in one battle is usually not recoverable, because that represents like 24 plus turns of production. That's a lot of hammers you just gave up. I'm not going to push out to fight the Catachan Devil for right now. I'm going to leave these guys kind of situated. Let's focus on our economy and building up for right now. So the armory is almost done. When the armory's up, we'll get double production on all of our vehicles, which will make us quite a bit more combat effective. Downshot is these guys have an upkeep that is not really something that's super syncable. Kind of hurts. I'm just out of good places to deploy things, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Get 160 for our next captain. Okay, well, let's hang tight for a minute. Lots and lots of enemies around here. God, I wish that I could destroy this. If I could destroy both of these and then move them both up to both sides of like this, and then destroy both of these and move them up to right here, I would say that we would have a pretty amazing position on the map. You guys just kind of cruise around and scout for right now. These skimmers are really cool. If you've got a beachfront, they can get out into the ocean and just kind of fly around. They're quite zippy. And don't underestimate their damage dealing potential either. These things are a nightmare to infantry. Their only downside is that they're super squishy, but with a couple of level ups, we can fix that. I'm just not super interested in moving any more aggressively over here. For precisely that reason right there. We've got a Castellan robot over there, and those things are home wreckers. Oh, we've got an enemy city. Yes, we do. Okay. We have no production going right now. We have no building occurring. I would suggest that we put down another electrical substation. I have no clue where we are on our research right now. Apparently we've got 10 research left on that. So that's good. We'll have Kraken bolts soon, and then what we'll dive on into is getting some Predators and some Melta-Bombs up and running. I kind of want to push this over here, but I know we don't have the unit density to do it. Like, if I had, like, 1 or 2 more groups of bikers down here, I would consider it. Especially if the captain was down here, but he's just not. So it gets kind of risky knocking out one of their weird little hive cities. Yeah. I think we're going to have to mass a little bit more. I would like to have at least 1 or 2 predators before we attempt that. I could pull some bikers back and just kind of leave the captain up here, but that also seems like a bad idea. Let me get another refectory. We'll put that right there so that we have that covered, and then let's get another one of those right there. Good. Kraken bolts are done. Let's go for the Predators next. Predators are not great until you... Like, Predators are good, but not great. There's a technology you get later on in the game called extra bolters, and it straps 2 heavy bolters onto the front of the Predator, and that's when they start to get really good. That's when they start to get extra strength gross, and they start to get pretty overwhelmingly powerful. I want to go fight that Catachan Devil, but I know there's something waiting for me right on the other side of that thing that's really going to hurt me. I can smell it. I know that it's there. These guys also have Jink. I don't know if that's inside the range of their city or not. I guess we can YOLO it. You don't know till you try. Huh. So that's technically a city, but I don't see a fortress or defenses or anything else. Let's just wait a minute. Let's wait a minute. The Codex Astartes promotes ultra caution. Koki Coco. Okay, I like Coco as much as the next guy. I suppose we can fight you. Let's do it. That's one down. Good little grip of XP, and if we're trying to level him up, I think it'd be a good idea to get him higher level as fast as we can. Let's see what happens to these guys if we move them up next to the city. Nothing. I think they've just got a little city attaching to it right there, is what I think. Yeah, let's move you guys over to there. My little vacuum cleaner, my ultra vacuums. Move over there. We'll skip out for right now. I can't afford too many more skimmers. Looks like he's actually going to dedicate to attacking. And while not good, was not unexpected. Also got a few more cultists moving up from right there to kind of try to cause problems. Might be a decent time to fall back. Let's kind of fall back and reappraise what's happening here. Like, if they want to push forward and attack the captain, that's fine. He doesn't really take damage anyways. But I really wish there was a beach right there. That would make this easier. Let's go steal that. It's extra resources for a couple of turns, and I don't think they're in any position to stop us, considering we've wiped out like 5 of their infantry and like 2 or 3 of their light cavalry. I think we should be okay. I think we'll be in a good position. Concerning, but actually, optimistically, probably one of the better results. Alright, power strike this guy. Let's start digging some enemies off of you here. We'll move up. I think we should have the forces over here to actually finish this off without too many problems. I'll probably bring these dudes. It'll only take them a couple turns to come up and reinforce. But I'll probably have them moved there. Just kind of move out that way. It's going to take a couple turns, but we should be able to get some backup rolling. Plenty of electricity. The refectory is almost up. Only thing that goes wrong here is if this guy right here attacks him instead of the captain. Okay. You attack the captain. We're still in okay shape. Not in the worst shape that we've ever seen. We got 50 free influence for that right there. Very nice. We were unable to kill it. Captain's going to be hurting pretty good by the end of this. Captain's going to be hurting pretty good, but he is going to level. And a level 3 captain is what's up. Alright, you guys just hold the perimeter right there. We got our refectory up, so we're looking really solid on that front. Is the Predator done? Where's the Predator at? Predator's got 2 turns. Alright, I'll save my resources for when the Predator arrives. Ouchie. Well, that man's running. He's done. Keep running, running, keep running, running, keep running, running. Really hope that Castellan robot doesn't notice us. If he does, we are about to participate in what I would affectionately call Crappy Christmas. Okay. This side, we could probably afford to boost up a little bit as far as our production and everything goes. Let's start capturing some new territories, because really once the Predators get here, that's pretty much all that I'm gonna... Oh, he's fighting somebody else. Good news for us. He running. Alright, so the Predator is good to go. Let's pull all you guys back in over here. Yep. Everybody pop a squat in the parking lot. I'm going to kind of keep these guys right here so they can rapidly adapt and go wherever I need them to go. So they'll hang out right here. If these guys get attacked, they'll come down and help right there. And if these guys get attacked, they'll come up and help right there. That gives me a bare minimum like 2 turns of reaction time if things go poorly. But now we have city sieging capability. So there you go. Every 4 turns, we can kind of duke out a Predator. And that's what I plan on doing from here on in. Let's give... Oh, dude, we got Grandpa Stompy. If you don't know what a Dreadnought is a Space Marine that fought for like 2,000 years. It's basically a hero of the chapter. And if they become critically wounded to the point where they're like crippled and they can't like contribute to the war effort anymore, what they do is they do a complex ritual where they immerse him inside of a giant machine called a Dreadnought. And then they hook your consciousness up to the Dreadnought. In true grimdark form, apparently being hooked up to a Dreadnought is one of the most painful experiences that you can possibly go through as a human being. And it never ends. So you're just expected to live in agony for the next couple of 1,000 years, fighting alongside your battle brothers in a big, gigantic robot that you control with your mind. And because it's so excruciatingly painful, Dreadnoughts have this tendency to kind of go insane and go on ridiculous killing sprees, to the point where some Dreadnoughts are just kept in sleep mode all the time, and then you just drop them in a pod in the middle of your enemies and wake them up, and the pain is so excruciating of being woken up that they go into like an elephant rage and just annihilate everything around them until they die. Dreadnoughts are kind of gnarly. Like, it's pretty grimdank. It's pretty grimdank. One of the best things you can possibly get for the Space Marines is the Thunderfire Cannon. Trust me when I say you want the Thunderfire Cannon. You want a couple of these on every front that you're fighting along. These things are revoltingly strong. They're really, really good. Dreadnoughts are pretty good too, but they have a tendency to die because they're in melee combat a lot. And so, like, they deal a lot of damage, but they also tend to get shit on pretty frequently. Don't bother with the Hunter. It's kind of a terrible unit. It's not that great. It's really good against, like, planes, but you don't see planes that often in this game, so, like, meh. That'll give Assault Space Marines. Apparently, it'll give them a combat shield. I'd say let's go for Thunderfire Cannons as soon as possible. I'm going to let them... It seems like PvE is holding off all the factions on that side of the map. So we may not need to worry about them too much. Did you level up at all? You didn't level up again? Weak, bro. He's so close. If we could have just killed one of those things, he would have leveled up. Keep them tight down here until the Predators arrive. Once the Predators... Oh, they're back! Guess who's back? Back again. Necron's back. Tell a friend. Apparently, Red is coming back on in here, and they are ready, willing, and able to be a pain in my ass. Really? That's bullshit, dude. Oh my god. So he can get knocked down to 1 HP, heal back to full, then one-shot one of my units. You gotta be kidding me, dude. You gotta be kidding me. Absolutely revolting. Disgusting. Get on out of here with your bullshit. Get on out of here. Absolutely not. Alright, well, apparently you're now a part of all this. He's leveled up. Let's go ahead and give him Healing Surge so that he can get back into combat faster. Apparently this hover over here is going to be their reinforcement. That is disgusting, though. Necrons, why are you the way that you are? I ultra hate everything about these space mummies. These space mummies are ultra bullshit. Anyways, we're out of time for the day. This is Warhammer 40k Gladius. I hope you guys really like it. I think this game is really fantastic, and I've been sinking a stupid amount of hours into it. If you enjoyed the game, hit it with a like. If you want to see more, hit it with a like. Aside from that, if you wanted to get the game for yourself, I got a link for you down below. How you doing? Take care, everybody. That's all I got. I'll have something hot and fresh for you off the skillet tomorrow.